Hi guys, it's Mrs. Pikarski and I'm here today with chapter 4 of Junie B. Jones and a Little Monkey Business. And this chapter is called Hoppy and Russell. It says, my room at kindergarten is named Room 9. I have two bestest friends in that place. One of them has the name of Lucille. Lucille sits right exactly next to me. She has a red chair and also little red fingernails, which are very glossy. So glossy means like they're shiny. My other bestest friend is named Grace, and me and that Grace sit together on the school bus, except for not today we didn't, because today Grandpa Miller drove me. Then he walked to Room 9 with me, and he waved at my teacher. Her name is Mrs. She has another name too, but I just like Mrs. and that's all. When I first walked into my room, Lucille was looking at that Grace's brand new shoes, and their name was Pink High Tops. Hey Grace, those new shoes look very beautiful on you, I said, but that Grace didn't even say thank you to me. Grace is angry at you, said Lucille. She said that she rode the bus today, and you weren't even there to save her a seat. And she had to sit next to an icky kid, right, Grace? Grace bobbed her head up and down. Yes, only I couldn't help it, Grace, I said. That's because I stayed at my Grandpa Miller's all night, and there's no bus at that place, and so he had to drive me here today. Then I tried to hold that Grace's hand, only she quick pulled it away. That's not very nice of you, Grace, I said, and so guess what? Now I'm not going to tell you my special secret. That's when that Grace called me a stinky head. Oh boy, that's not very nice. Lucille held my hand. I don't think you're a stinky head, Junie B. she said. And so you can tell me your special secret and I won't tell anybody, not even Grace. That's when that Grace kicked Lucille in the leg. And so Lucille pushed her down and Mrs. had to come and pull them off of each other. I raised my hand very polite. I wasn't involved, I said to Mrs. Involved means that she didn't have anything to do with it. She's trying to say, I didn't do anything. And here's the picture. So there's Junie B standing off to the side and Grace and Lucille and Mrs. After that, we had to sit down and do some work. It's called printing our numbers. Only I couldn't do mine that good because Lucille kept on talking to me, that's why. Come on, Junie B, she said in her whispering voice. Tell me your special secret. I won't tell, I promise. Yes, only I can't, Lucille, I said, because no talking to your neighbor, remember? Then Mrs. snapped her fingers at me. See, Lucille, I told you no talking to your neighbor. Now I got snapped at, Junie B said. Just then, a boy named Jim said, shh, to me. Shh, yourself, Jim, I said back. After that, Mrs. stood next to me until I finished my work, and then I got all done and she collected it. That made me happy inside, because guess what comes after work? Something very fun, that's what. And its name is show and tell. Mrs. stood next to her desk. Who has something interesting to share with the class today, she said. Then my heart got very pumpy because I had the most special secret in the whole wide world. I raised my hand way high in the air. Ooh, ooh, I hollered real loud, me, me, me. Mrs. shook her head at me because I'm not supposed to go, ooh, ooh, me, me, me. So she called on William. He's kind of a crybaby in my class. I could beat him up, I think. Ooh, that's not very nice. She shouldn't do that, right? Of course not. William, said Mrs., since you raised your hand so politely, you can go first. See, it pays to follow directions at school. And so then William carried a paper bag to the front of the room and he took out a jar of 2 dead crickets. Except for William didn't know they were dead. He just thought they were sleeping. Jump, Hoppy. Jump, Russell, said William. Then he tapped on the glass. Hey, wake up in there, he said. After that, William started shaking the jar all over the place and he wouldn't stop. Wake up, I said, he shouted. Then Hoppy and Russell started falling all apart, and Mrs. had to take the jar away. That's when William started to cry, and he had to go to the nurse's office to lie down. And so then I raised my hand way high up in the air again, because guess what? My show and tell was way better than 2 dead crickets. And that's the end of chapter 4, so you'll have to come back and see the video tomorrow for chapter 5 to see how show and tell works out, if she gets to tell everybody about her new baby brother. So I hope you guys are enjoying the book, and I hope you guys are having a great day at home. Have a good day. I'll see you hopefully soon. Bye, guys.